The topic today is going to be the worthlessness of self-reformation. The worthlessness of self-reformation. And hopefully this is going to be part one of at least a two-part sermon. I don't know yet. Today the emphasis is going to be on when life is empty. General theme, the worthlessness of self-reformation. Today's emphasis, when life is empty. I want to take a few minutes and talk about the futility of trying to make your life whole and complete without the help of God. We ain't gonna shout too much today. But here's something to think about. No matter how much you want to bring about reform and improvement in your life, you cannot expect or you cannot expel the bad from your life without bringing in good. Today's text is found in the Gospel according to Matthew at chapter 12 and verses 43 through 45. Matthew chapter 12. Verses 43 through 45. I'm going to read that text here, and it's coming from the New International Version, so yours sounds a bit different from mine. That'll be the reason. Matthew chapter 12, verses 43 through 45. Familiar passage of Scripture, one I've addressed here before, but I think it bears addressing again. When an evil spirit comes out of a man, it goes through arid places seeking rest and does not find it. Then it says, I will return to the house I left. When it arrives, it finds the house unoccupied, swept clean and put in order. Then it goes and takes with it 7 other spirits more wicked than itself. And they go in and live there. And the final condition of that man is worse than the first. That's how it will be with this wicked generation. God bless His word. The worthlessness of self-reformation. Emphasis today is when life is empty. No matter who you are, where you've been, or what you've done, God loves you. Lest I be accused of being a bad host, let me give my word of welcome to Lucille Reunion. We're so very happy to have you here today. We're so happy to have you worshiping with us here. We do pray and trust that you will be blessed because you have worshiped, or you are worshiping with us, and certainly we are blessed by your presence here in this place. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something this morning. A thou shalt not religion will not do it for you. A thou shalt not religion will not satisfy the need for reform in your life. Yet, unrealistically, we try to live by the standard of thou shalt not. You see, trying to fill up your life with what you can't do and what you're not supposed to do is not satisfying. In fact, it's frustrating. Have you ever worked hard at trying not to do something? It's a bugaboo trying not to do something. The best way to not do something is to get involved in doing something else that'll take your mind off of, your attention away from what you're not supposed to be doing. If you don't want to think about a certain something, start thinking about something else. It's frustrating. It's an easy way to set yourself up for failure. I want to make 3 points today, 3 points, and then I'm going to sit down. So here's my first point. Point number 1, life without Jesus is empty. Life without Jesus is empty. Pay attention to something in the text right here. Pay attention to something. The suggestion from the text is that the evil spirit voluntarily left the man. He was not driven out. He left. We don't have to try to figure out why he left. We're informed that he left, and apparently it was on his own. Now that right there raises an alert for me. You see, sometimes things happen, and we're so glad that they happen that we can't see beyond the immediate. We can't see beyond the right now. Watch this, watch this. The evil spirit left the man and went walking through desolate places. But while he was walking through those other places, he couldn't find any place to rest. So the evil spirit's host, the man that he left, now had a vacuum in his life. There was an empty place where the evil spirit once lived. Have you ever picked up a can of vegetables or fruit or something else in the grocery store? And when you picked it up, you discovered that the can was empty? Anybody ever did that? It looked the same as the other cans, had a label on it just like the other cans, but there was nothing inside the can. It looked good, it looked right, but it was empty. In order for the can to be of real value and use, it needed to be filled with some stuff. Empty cans, which are supposed to be filled with stuff, are worthless for satisfying hunger. You ever poured you out a can of air and ate it? You know, put some salt and pepper on some air and ran around and said, good. It don't work, does it? Listen to me today. Listen to me today. Life without Jesus often has the deceptive appearance of fullness. Our lives are full of activities. Our lives are full of other things that we're using to try to fill the void which is there without Jesus in our lives. A lot of folk who are running around in the church every time the door opens trying to do any and everything, they're trying to fill up something in their life because they ain't got Jesus in it. Some of us are occupying ourselves with activities and we've left Jesus out. Some folk are catching hell in their lives because they have left Jesus out. For all of the activities that we're involved in, many people are still like that empty can from the grocery store shelf. They may appear to be doing fine on the outside. They may look all right on the outside, but on the inside there's an emptiness. On the inside there's a longing in their soul for something more. A vegetable or a fruit can was designed to be filled with vegetables or fruit. If the can is left open and empty, something will get into it. Dirt, bugs, debris, something gonna get in the can. And that brings me to my second point. My second point is, evil fills an empty life. Evil will fill an empty life. Remember now, the evil spirit left the man voluntarily, but he returned. And when he returned, the evil spirit found the house swept clean. So what did he do? he went and found 7 of his friends. The story says that the friends that he found were more wicked than he was.